Alright, we are back this time with some Tahm Kench. We got a Grandmaster Challenger level lobby. This time, I already said this time Tahm Kench, but this time we got Varus TK, which is a very standard, normal, bot lane duo, very classic combo versus Tristana Rakan. The nice thing about Varus TK is that you kind of stat check other lanes and can kind of steamroll a little bit and have your way with lane and just kind of consistently win the lane because they just have a lot of tools between them. They work super well together. Even post 6, they work super well. Verisult setting up Tahm Kench W and all that good stuff. And Tahm Kench being able to peel, obviously, with his ult and everything. But this game, I felt it was reasonable enough to go the grasp build. I could go grasp with all these runes you guys can see. And I'm going to go the Heartsteel Bloodsong build with TK this game. Because I think the enemy team comp is short range enough that I can actually find some value in it. And on top of that, I don't think this lane is a lane where I am going to be really needing to have Guardian, so I think I can get away with not having Guardian, so I figured that was just my best option. Okay, Rakan started Q. That would have been such a good trade, actually, if I could land that Q on Trist. Keeping Grasp stacked in early lane is kind of hard, but right now I'm trying to bait Rakan's Q. There we go. Now that his Q is down, we can walk up really easy. I'm not super sure what ability I want here. I'll just ward there. Very safe ward. I'm not super sure if I want my W or my E, so I'll just hold it. Obviously, it's kind of hard to justify taking E because we're so far on their side of the lane, and like, what am I gonna do? Tower dive them with my like W in and die? Not unlikely, but my E is also like they don't really poke or anything, so my E is not gonna get too much value either. So I'm just waiting to level up one or the other, depending on what I need. Not too much is going to be happening here. Something to keep in mind is that they have heal barrier and we have barrier ignite, so just keeping that in mind for any 2v2s. Right now we're just thinning the wave a little bit. We don't want the wave to be so big, shoving up into us. Otherwise, it just feels really dangerous. Like we give up full control to our opposing laners when we don't really need to. What is... My Ori pinged on the way, actually, on Karma, which is crazy. That's crazy that I have to flash, but I'll flash, I guess. Don't think Varus is in any threat of being dove or anything. Actually... Okay, he is under threat of being dove. Our jungler didn't even cover him or anything. Okay, at least they trolled. Wow, they really trolled, and Varus didn't even Q. He didn't even hit the Tristana. It's such an insane tragedy that he didn't hit her. Wow. I'm at least gonna stop Li's recall if she's recalling here. Nice. I don't want to miss all the XP. I'm okay giving up all the last hits and stuff to annoy Vi, but I think my jungler just Made a really bad decision trying to fight that whole situation. Just not a smart fight to go for. And I got personally baited by... Our mid laner must have just mispinged and tried to ping, like, back ping or something, but they on the way pinged on the Karma, and there was literally nobody anywhere near Karma. Like, there's no way I was getting followed up by Ori. She was here, and the Karma was, like, here. Very crazy stuff. But now that we're a little bit on the back foot, we definitely have to play carefully. Here they are. Unfortunately, not carefully enough. We're getting massively jungle gapped right now. There's not a whole lot we can do as a 2v2 lane. That actually hit me. At least I got that. Nice. I need to start hitting Qs to get my HP up. Okay, kind of figured it seemed like Vi was going to be bot side and Dragon was up. Not surprised at all that she took a dragon in our faces, basically. My mid laner is getting dove 1v1. Not a great look. Crazy. Our mid laner just got dove 1v1. Literally 2v1, actually. This is just so insane. I can't even focus on what's going on. How is that even possibly real? That's so dumb. Our mid laner got 2v1 dove, and the enemy mid laner gets out, and my mid laner, like, my jungler was there and ulted and everything, and then mid laner gets out. That's so insane. Oh, how is it even possible? How is it even possible? I guess when Trish jumped on me, Varus wasn't even 6. Kind of makes sense. He must have lost out on a reasonable amount of XP when he got dove. I almost don't even want to gank this Karma here, even though it should be doable. I mean, she's just gone. My jungler was not ready to gank, so just pointless to stay. It's a waste of my time. Don't want to continue the time wasting. Want to make sure I can hit my level 6 here, if possible. And I can't believe I just get one shot by Trist. But what goes down, it's what goes down when they start getting a lead that you can't do anything about. Gotta be careful. Wow, no dodge at all. Keep that in mind. We didn't do a great job of defending our ping, that's for sure. But one thing that we can say, we're not so weak that we just can't win or something anymore in bot lane's perspective. But we just have to play well. We just got to be careful. make sure we're not getting abused by some Vi gank or something. And we just gotta be safe and take good trades where we can. Okay, Rakan jumping to his Trist there was a little bit suspicious. And I'll probably go Ninja Tabbies this game. But I'm trying to decide what I want to do on the map here. I maybe shouldn't have canceled my recall. It's going to make me a bit late here, but I do want to go Tabbies, but if I'm going to go the Heartsteel build, I need to finish out the Heartsteel before I finish my boots. Otherwise, it'll just be so late. It's just bad. But everybody's just late to these grubs, so I don't know why. I don't know why we're even pretending like it's possible. Just not a thing. Unfortunately. Crazy. I'm just dying. Guess I'm just dead. my mid laner's actually non-existent there. Back to base I go. That champ is going to be a problem. Is already a problem, I should say. Oh boy. Karma is OP. Karma is so OP. They got the Void Grubs. I don't even think we got to kill top lane. I should have maybe just stayed bot lane the whole time. It's just ridiculous how, like, there's just no point in me moving for the Void Grubs if we don't have a single person available to play for the Void Grubs with me. Like, our jungler kind of wanted to, but there's just nothing to be done. Okay. We got our push bot. Now we can at least walk up through river. So that we can clear out any obvious vision that they might have, or place our own vision that hopefully will be of assistance. But it does not look like it will be of much assistance. It looks like we will just lose. Trying to play as safe as I can. Not going to place my vision until we're a bit more ready to defend it. Okay, with seeing Rakan mid, the best thing that we can do is make sure that we get pushed bot lane, and then after we get pushed bot lane, we can see what we can do after that. Unlikely that we can dive Tristana or anything like that, so just gonna start walking mid to see what we can affect. Jesus, it's gonna be such a long and annoying play if she doesn't die. Nice. Very nice. Bye, Inted. Let's see. Looks like my Varus is not really gonna be near me face checking that, so I'm just not even gonna face check initially. I'm gonna wait. You guys can see, even with all the enemy teams BS focusing bot lane, permanently ganking us, we're still not in a horrifically bad spot as a 2v2. That's pretty... That's pretty... And what are we even doing? Hopefully we're not dying. Tried to block that for Varus, but I'm just busy being knocked up. Wasted my flash a bit. Karma wasted hers. Okay. Oh man, I think we're just... I think the difference in skill in a few roles is just too massive. Too hard to make up for. Nice. We're con-inted at least. Nice. Oh, another int. Nice. And all of a sudden, you never know what just might happen. Again, all that we can really do is kind of our best here, but my god, the just total black hole of mid-jungle gap this game has made it so hard to play. We could have played it a bit better, obviously. When it comes to my first death, my second death was a little bit of a definite, like, a desperation attempt to sort of get something going, some kind of fight going for our team. Luckily, it worked out. It definitely could have just been an int. That looked very suspicious. If the enemy team didn't sort of fall into my trap a little bit. But fortunately for me, they did. So the game is looking a little bit more winnable. I would say that I would like to make plays with my jungler, but there's really not much to be done. There's really not much to be done. I'm just playing very defensively and trying to match and deny whatever the enemy team's next play is going to be. Right now, obviously, we see it's going to be Rift Herald, but I don't think there's anything we can actually do to delay the Rift Herald or deny the Rift Herald. So I've really just been waiting for my sweeper to come up so I can sweep the ward there mid. There's really not much to be done. If my jungle is on the way to making like a significant or good play, then I'll look to see what it's going to be, but when it comes to Tahm Kench on my own, there's really not much I can do other than keep my carry safe, try and, like I said, match their play and try and deny it. And it's really not going to be playing with Yone, because even if he was ahead, regardless of if he's ahead or behind, I should say, just so bad. Oh my god. If you're my Varus, okay? If I'm Varus, if whoever's Varus, if you're gonna look to ulti like that, then just ult. Like, he's like second guessing himself, so it makes the fact that he wants to ult look so obvious to anybody who's decently good. And it just makes it so easy. So easy to dodge. So if you're gonna make plays like that, just be decisive about it. Yeah, that's one of our playmaking abilities. We basically have like Wukong and Varus and Yone. All our playmaking champs, even Orianna. I mean, Orianna ult is like a playmaking ability. I'm gonna base to try and... No, I don't actually need to. They don't have a wave. I was gonna say I was gonna base and try and defend my Ori because I thought they were gonna dive. Well, maybe they are because they have Rit. I'm slowly walking. They just placed it. Okay. Not sure what's going on up here. Do not tell me he just ulted like that. What in the world? That's crazy. Wow. They actually let Wukong live. Oh my. Go get him, boys. Get him. Bro, to me! To me! What? Bro. That's crazy. What are... I'm gonna get this done there. What? Ah, what are we doing? Why are they even walking towards the... What are we doing, dude? When Rakan had gone in and I was looking for a W over in this area-ish, when the fight was still going on, I thought I was going to hit such a massive W, and then it only hit, like, Karma or something. Oh, that sucks, dude. I played that fight about as well as I could have, but I was, like, apparently out of range of getting any of my autos off for Heartsteel, which would have chunked the low HP members. Like, just so sad. That whole fight was just so sad, and obviously what Ori did is just horrific, unfortunately. Like, the flash away, like, all that, and just the cherry on top is just flash away from the Tahm Kench ult. Just crazy, crazy stuff. That's a shame. I don't know why my teammates were walking to Otacon. At least, like, walk up and try and get the tower or something. The Karma was standing under tower at 1 HP, no mana. And we're, like, unsure of whether or not we can take the Otacon. Okay. It seems we've run it down a little bit. Uh-oh. There's no juking it. He just doesn't have to do anything skillful. He's so much faster than me. Unlucky. Unlucky. This game... Oh, this game seems and feels literally unwinnable. This is, it's a really good example of, like, high-elo players will complain that they get into, like, a challenger game or whatever, and there's, like, one bad player in the game, and that player just ruins it because their counterpart just, like, takes over the game. This is kind of a pretty good example. Like, Okay, I was gonna say, if the enemy team gets away with that, we're just living in a crazy world. A bit of a overextension though for Gnar there, I think. Got a little greedy. I think the Vi is on Dragon, so we don't have to worry about them doing Baron right this second. At least I think. But with the combined just like bad plays of what happened for our mid and jungle, it just made the game like immediately really impossible to play. And now we're just in this massive hole that we're trying to climb out of, and it's not easy. It's just not easy. The best I can do is get a ward like this in the middle of mid lane. Oh, of course it got vision planted immediately. That's insane. It's like right when I placed it, it was at 1 HP. Oh, this game. This game is so hilarious. Okay. It's doomed. It's doomed. All of my wards have gotten killed immediately. Well, if the enemy team has any sort of brain, they will know that they can just start the Baron. He missed. Missed the easiest Verisult. Uh-oh. Okay. I did what I could, and I think I was pretty useful. Imagine if we had a couple of key abilities, if Varus didn't waste his ult and miss, and Ori did, she ulted the Vi, it hit at least one person, but one person in that scenario is not great. Not great, not great, but not the worst. That fight. That was about the best that we're gonna see, I think. If fights don't get too much better than that, and we still lost it. So I don't know. It's pretty tough. Pretty tough to come back from this. I'm doing my best, but it's tough. Varus has an interesting build, for sure. I don't even have ult, so... Run. 2 for 2. Enemy team's trying to suck enough to lose. Really, really gonna be a challenge for them, but maybe they can do it. There's really not much I can build other than a Knight's Vow. I could build a Locket, I guess. I haven't actually built one of those yet. I'm used to that just being my first item by default on TK. But this build, for what it's worth, this build hasn't even felt that bad. And my team has been playing from really far behind all game. And that's kind of the worst scenario for this build. Usually you want to be at least even or snowballing so that you can be a part of prolonged skirmishes and whatever and get your stacks and be useful, but that just hasn't gotten to happen this game. I've been on the back foot for most of the fights, just trying to survive type of thing. is getting zoned a little bit. He wants to just go hit Baron. Alright, that's a call. That's for sure a call. I think their Tristana is on it. They're just on the dragon, taking it for free. Whatever. I mean, what's a dragon soul? What is another dragon soul? Not really looking good. Not looking like we're trying to win. That's insane! That's insane! Into our base and we don't even deal damage to her. Crazy, crazy world we live in. We certainly do not deserve to win this one. I'll say that. What did Nara even? Did he really think he was gonna die there? There's just no way to win. My god, dude. Every ult. Ifs. Have we hit one? I think we did hit one. I'm just throwing my W at the wall to see if it hits. He spit himself out. And I'm dead. He spit himself out, and I'm dead. Unlucky. It is easy, if you're getting Tahm Kench ulted, it's pretty easy to spit yourself out on accident. To be fair. Well, this game is totally unwinnable. Totally, completely unwinnable. And there is nothing I could do about it. Completely out of my hands. Oh boy, just taking the problem with the where this game really got out of hand was like the first play. My jungler finished his clear, and then we like the Vi was invading. We knew it was happening. We saw that their bot lane had prio, and Rakan could be there first, and we saw that their mid laner had prio, and that Karma could be there first, and my Wukong still opts into the fight, fights the Vi, and everybody gets killed for it because we're trying to bail him out of the stupid play. Just such a dumb reason to, like, look at my HP, by the way. I'm literally dead to just Karma. Literally dead to just Karma, actually. Crazy. Crazy game. And it's just a fight that the Wukong literally did not need to take at all, and instead took it for no reason. Uh, and then we lost the game immediately because of it. I think there's a good chance we would have lost anyways because they just have some better players. It is very clear, but that's the type of stuff that will lose you games in this elo. It's just instantly punished so hard for the rest of the game. Really, really, really tough. Really tough to come back from. Especially with some of the plays we were making, my god. Um, yeah, well, I will still probably be uploading this one because I think even though I'm on the losing end of it, I think there's plenty to learn from in that game, to take away from. I know I can be a bit, seem whiny or complainy or whatever when it's like, when the game is just happening and it's just like, everybody's just making ridiculous mistakes all over the place. I'm just gonna say what I think about it. If it's just always bad, then it's always bad. So I don't know. I don't know. Either way, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I always appreciate the feedback, and I will see you all next time.